We are finally back
Here
at Pure Vision with Steve Strope, and we are talking about Haraka. Do you remember last time we were here? Shooting this car.
No.
You don't?
I don't remember
Do you know why?
anything. Because we didn't?
It was almost 2 years ago.
Huh, was it?
It was
when we were fitting. I do remember. It was when we were fitting. You were 3D scanning.
But here it is.
Here it is in the flesh. We're at about 87% done. Some things like, the rear glass still got to go in. But most importantly, what is on is the lovely rolling stock from HRE and our friends at Michelin USA. When they came in with their high-tech little scanny things, I'm like, nothing beats straight edges and rulers. It fits here, it doesn't fit there.
We have that too.
Yeah, that's true. It's the first time I've ever done that with anybody. So had somebody else measure for one of my wheel fitments, and also use all the crazy high-tech stuff. So that was kind of a neat experience. And it was very relieving when we put them on. I'm like, oh my gosh, they fit perfectly. So that kind of worked out.
Was that the first time you've seen that process?
Yeah. Oh yeah, first time I'd ever. I didn't know what you were doing. I thought you were lighting the car on fire with all the smoke and everything. So
there was no smoke.
Well, there's some kind of.
It was just like.
Yeah, the spray. Yeah, it might as well have been an inferno. So.
No, the only purpose for the spray is so that the scanner can see the surface. Because sometimes you have materials that are too glossy and it just reflects off. And
it bounces off. It doesn't get a real.
Yeah.
No. Well,
that's what that's for.
I thought they were up to no good, but it worked out fine. And those are some big ones. Not the biggest in the world, but it's still a 345/20. Now, that's a decent donut back there.
The interesting story about these wheels. So I want to go back even longer, and I won't say how long it was because it was even longer.
Well, when I was doing the concept artwork, when we were drawing the car up, I wanted to pick the rims and have them drawn. And I found a wheel center that I really liked, and I called up Patrick, and he goes, well, that wheel right now is a one-piece.
Yep. We had just launched the 520 series.
Right. And
in one piece.
And what I need here, obviously, is a deep barrel. I need the option of being a three-piece wheel. And Patrick was stating, well, we should be able to take this center and create a proper center to make a three-piece wheel. And I think you went up the food chain, made sure everybody was yes, we can do that.
Yeah, we knew we were going to make the two-piece or three-piece version of the 520 series.
Right.
And so I basically told Steve, just cut the center out in your rendering and put it in a barrel, and you'd be good.
Right.
And that's what you did.
You did want to see before we finalized artwork and released it that we drew it so it looked like the product would have looked when it's done.
Yep.
So we did that, got approval from HRE, of course, before we sent the artwork out to the press. But so this wheel was okie dokied or dreamed up before it even before it existed.
So you were the first person to order this wheel.
Yeah, and they're absolutely lovely. Yeah, a couple of years ago.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool that it's here in the flesh too, or here in the aluminum. Beautiful as always. I really like the centers on these, where the center drops down and hugs around the lug nuts. That's that little spider pattern down there. I really, really like. Underneath the car is an extremely cool IFS, independent front suspension, and IRS, independent rear, from Heidts. And this car has been, as we were joking at Series, been 2-3 years in the making. And we actually helped Heidts redevelop this suspension. I believe this is the world's first on a Plymouth for them. And it's all beautiful underneath, like the top side. So really excited to show this in Heidts' booth and to make them happy. But as we all know, when you're first walking up, it's the car and the wheels. That's the whole thing. And
so in the last video, you talked a little bit about the zooming in effect, right? So when you see it from 200 feet or far away,
Oh, sure.
whatever
Yeah.
distance that is, right? You pick up the shape, the color,
Right.
the wheels probably,
Stance.
But from there, as you look closer and closer at the car, I wanted to go through a few details.
There's a lot of details on this car.
A few of those really special details.
Sure.
Some we didn't even talk about back then.
No.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And so.
Am I including the one today?
Yeah,
Because you're going to release this after? All right.
We're not showing anybody this video until it's launched. So
Well, then-
all of that will be public.
Well, then it'll be fun to show someone because what he's referring to, I haven't really let out of the bag yet. Outside of these walls, a couple of people very close to me, magazine editors, etc. But other than that, so starting on the interior, the dash is from a '66 Fury, a completely different car, much wider car. Lots of modifications to make that dash look like it belonged in here. A lot of modifications. The insert pieces that go across the dash from side to side, we 3D scanned them, and I wanted to change the texture on the face, and I matched that texture to the texture on one of my Christopher Ward watches. So that was put in, and then the gauges, that big giant speedometer is actually now a tack with a digital speedometer in the middle, a la Lamborghini Aventador. The center console on the floor is out of a '72 Duster. The overhead console is out of a '73 Cuda Grand Coupe. The seats are out of a 2013 Porsche Panamera with about 7 inches of them cut off.
The Panamera seats, I forgot
Yes.
about the Porsche
Panamera.
donor seats.
Yeah,
which I haven't seen yet. I want to see that.
Heated and cooled and
I know they're not
18-way
in.
power.
Yeah, I know they're not in.
Oh, I'll
but
show them
yeah,
to you,
they're
sure.
little- Because they have a similar pattern as the back that we've
Yes,
we've
they
seen
have the
nowadays.
same insert pattern. And that's one of the things, too, that are special on the interior. There's a wonderful high-end men's clothing company out in New York City named Robert Graham, and I'm fortunate enough to have a couple of his pieces. And I really love the intricate pattern that was on one of my shirts. So we digitally, actually Eric Brockmeyer had to hand draw and copy the pattern and then digitally repeat it. We sent it over to a tannery in Italy through our interior guys, Gabe's, and then they put that pattern on the leather for us. Very, very special, and it looks fantastic. And then the door panels, the rear seating and the side door panel, the sculpted area and the basic shape we loosely based on the '70 Charger door panel area. So it's all recycled Mopar parts and pieces. So, and it's what I say, the design language stays the same. It looks familiar to Chrysler guys. So that's kind of the bullet points on the interior. Exterior, it's stone stock Roadrunner. No wings, no wide body, no spoilers, no spats, no diffusers. The only changes is the rear tail panel has some parts and pieces from a Sport Satellite. On the rear bumper, there's these little molded frames that were where the backup lights were. We've cut them, moved them where we needed to, and they are now the exit for the exhaust, which we'll talk about in a minute. Mm-hmm. And then on the side, the little chrome C here on the quarter panel is also from a Sport Satellite, very specific. And those, by the way, are OG. I found them in a box, never put on a car. So kind of cool. Mm. And Roadrunners never had trim down the side of the car. They did have a sticker that they paid Warner Brothers the rights for. It had a Roadrunner from the cartoon up at the front. And then the section you see our trim was a decal that was a dust cloud coming off the Roadrunner. Mm-hmm. And I wanted trim, so we made the trim from brass, had it chrome plated, and then I took that same digital artwork of the intricate seat pattern, the off of my shirt, and had it laser etched into the chrome trim. And it's beautiful, gorgeous. But that's the outside. Nothing else is modified from factory. Then the drivetrain, I wanted something very special, and I know a lot of my car builder brethren, a lot of the guys doing pro touring Mopars, all went to the Elephant that blown 1,000 horsepower crate Gen 3 Hemi, or their own version of a supercharged or a twin turbo Gen 3 Hemi. And that's lovely, but I never have ever sailed the same way everybody else does. I love me a beautiful 426 Hemi, first gen, but that's also been done a lot. I wanted something that is well known in the Chrysler world, which is a 440. This one's poked and stroked out to a 472? I think so, if I remember right. The special thing is the long tube cross ram. They actually never came in these cars. They came in early 60s big Chrysler 300C cars, and they're a real part. Now what you're looking at is part of the prototype. It's going to be carbon fiber when we're all done. This right here is the original aluminum ones wrapped with carbon so we can see what we want. We've also converted it, instead of carburetors, they're now throttle bodies and injectors that are going directly into the port.
So why do you choose carbon fiber for this part other than aesthetics?
Aesthetics, I thought it'd be cool. I thought it'd be neat. It makes it a lot lighter. Even though they're aluminum, they're massive.
Yeah. Well, there's other carbon parts on the car, so that
yes, there are.
goes with
so
that.
I'm kind
we'll
of
talk
tying
about that
in
a second. Okay.
And then the air cleaners are also from the big Chrysler 300. But neat. I guarantee there will not be one of these at SEMA or anywhere else in the world. I guarantee it. So the engine bay, other than that, is cleaned up, holes filled, but stone stock. We did change where the wiper motor is to accept that. That is about a 2013, 2015 General Motors Camaro 7-speed wiper, so it's got delay and like a brand new car. But other than that, straightforward. The magic's underneath with the suspension, and then the exhaust.
The exhaust.
So the exhaust is done and is the real article underneath the car, and it is, as far as we know. Hey, who knows what's going on in the military world or in the top secret aircraft or space industry. But as far as I know, we have the world's first, at least, muscle car. I don't know of one, period, but I'll just say muscle car. With from the headers back, the exhaust system, including the mufflers, are all carbon fiber. They are not carbon wrapped, they are carbon fiber. We made a complete exhaust system from steel, and then those were used as the molds to make the carbon. And it's cool. Now, everywhere they attach together, we did stainless inserts bonded in with V-band clamps, because you need to be able to attach it. Right. So before we and the stainless pieces are like that long, and they bond in. Before we put those stainless pieces in, we weighed the complete steel exhaust system with the mufflers, and it was about just under or right around 80 pounds for the 2 pipes, 2 mufflers, and then the pipes going up over the back and out. Yeah. And our carbon pieces, without the stainless in it, the total system was something like 11 pounds. If that. I want to say 7, but for some reason 11's sticking. It's ridiculously light.
Much lighter, yeah.
And it looks cool as heck. Lest you doubt us, we actually had a carbon catback system on a Dodge Magnum wagon that we drove around for like 2.5 years. So I know we have a magic sauce, the resin, that'll handle the heat.
The heat. That's what I was going to ask you about the heat. So you've already tested
handles
that.
The heat. We've tested that. Like I said, on a daily driven car, not on a show car. So we should be perfectly fine. And I'm very excited about it. And outside of this little filming, I haven't really told. There's a handful of people that even know about it. And it's going to be the last thing I say when I unveil the car. I'm going to do the outside. I'm going to do just what we did. Outside, interior, engine, suspension. Get everybody's attention down here, and then go, oh, by the way, while you're under there.
So again, the purpose of that was obviously weight, but was there any other purpose? I asked you about sound. Like, what's the difference potentially?
Well, it's interesting because it's extremely quiet. We really don't think we need the mufflers, because what's happening is on the inside of a piece of steel tubing, if you stepped inside of a giant piece of steel tubing and you yelled, your voice would echo. It bounces all over the metal walls. Well, this is a weave. Yeah. It's a material. And so it absorbs a lot of sound. We do have a small muffler on it, but it should probably be really mellow.
Yeah.
Probably just a nice warm burble, because it is a big stroker motor. It'll make some noise.
Sure.
But yeah, it's pretty subdued. Besides being very pretty and really awesome wheels on it, to someone not knowing, this is a purple Roadrunner. And it's the furthest thing from being just the purple Roadrunner.
We know how it is making things, right? HRE makes things.
Sure.
And sometimes they don't get made as fast as
we
want them, or developed as quickly as people want them, right?
Right.
And so this car had a delay.
Yes, it did.
And so I just wanted to ask you a little bit about, what are the types of things that affect the length of a project?
Sometimes a frustrating answer of why, sometimes some tragic reasons why things get stalled, which you have to respect and understand.
Yeah.
So there's a variety of reasons why the yield sign gets put up. I was really happy. Last year, as you know, it was supposed to go to SEMA.
Yep.
That did not happen, and that's fine. It allowed us to regroup on it a little bit. And
did you change anything during that period of time?
negative, no. I
So
have
the plan
very
was still
clear
the same?
design. Oh yeah,
Okay.
very clear design. And when the owner, his name is Eric, when Eric called us, he said, "Hey man, I'm back in, deep end of the pool, both feet," and I was so excited because I know this is a special car. It is a special car. And I know it's going to be a big splash. I know there's going to be tons of people digging it because there's uniqueness, but not over-the-top gaudiness, if I may be so bold.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to do very well for Heidts. I think it's going to do well for Pure Vision, and I certainly hope it does well for HRE because that's the goal.
So why this wheel on this car?
That is an easy question for this car. So the little stuff we already talked about with the interior and the trim down the side, it's all based on high-end men's fashion. And so I want that elevation, that mental elevation of ooh on this car. And since the immediate, when you walk up to the car, it's stance, rim and tire, and color and body shape, I needed it to say that. And there is no other rim company on this planet that says that to me like HRE does. So HRE feels like jewelry to me, for the car.
Yeah.
And it's got that image also. So it rounds out what I was trying to do. Besides the fact that the pattern on the wheel I thought fit the car and I liked it.
We've talked a little about the interior, even the color of the block, which you're seeing now, right? And you don't always see the car, obviously, with the hood open. But
No.
when you're standing here, like where we're standing, and you can see the block, you can see the wheels, you can see the interior, and obviously the color of the car all together, it all goes together.
Yeah, things
because the wheels, the center is our frozen champagne, which is a brushed center.
That's a hand applied.
Hand applied
And
brushing.
then it's
Then
like
the
a
color,
transparent
and then
coating.
a transparent champagne, and then the satin clear coat. So, looking at the rendering is one thing, right?
Wow.
But then when you see,
Or in person, very different.
yeah. But then when you see all of it together again,
And that's another thing that I was looking for when I came down and we were looking at color options and on the phone. What I like is when you get close to the wheel, you can see all that texture detail from the hand applied texture to the surface before the transparent color on it. So what you get is, even the more and more you look, you even see more information for your eyes. It's not just a solid, smooth surface with gold paint sprayed on it.
Right.
There's actually
it's like
texture.
the paint. You were showing us the paint earlier, right? The highlights of the paint with all
Yes.
the flake in it.
Oh yeah, with all the
Same with the wheels, right? When you put the whole car in the sun, all these things are gonna pop because
yes.
the wheels will change, the paint
Right.
will change, and it'll just, I think, be that much more.
Oh yeah, yep. And again, it works for me with what I'm trying to do with elegant. A little higher resolution per se. And I think this does it.
I was going to ask you about the trimmer on the front, the lights, the grille. No,
That's all stock.
The inside.
That's Up in here?
Yeah, this.
Oh, that is actually this is a reproduction piece. That is a textured silver that was on the car in 1970.
Really?
I have not altered that. Yeah, that's how it came.
That's an original piece.
That's an original, well, it's an original texture color. Yes. This grill is stone stock, again, not for a Roadrunner, but for a GTX. GTX had the honeycomb, and I like that better. So I kind of foodle parts and pieces.
Sure. We talked about the importance of restraint.
Yes.
In the last video too, and again, seeing it almost finished, you get that feel where you've clearly done very specific details and things that aren't in your face, but that
Easter
are
egg hunt, we joke.
Yeah,
you find them.
Exactly.
You come back 2 or 3 times and keep looking at the car and go, oh, I didn't
how are you
going to
show the exhaust? That's what I want to.
We're going to be on short race ramps.
Are you? Okay.
So it'll be up off the ground a little bit more, and that's to help you see
or anything.
I don't know if that's a great idea.
I know.
At SEMA.
I don't either. But
it's a bad idea at SEMA.
But
they'll get under it. The race ramps help.
Okay.
Yeah, and that helps show off the suspension too, and that's why it's there.
That's true.
In the suspension booth. So we'll have it up off the ground enough that you can get a good worm's eye view of what's doing. So
I guess that's why wheels are a good investment, because you can see them
immediately.
Always. I'm excited to see it launched.
Me too.
Fully completed.
That'll be nice.
And you can take a little sigh of relief.
Yeah, I will. I think this is going to be a big hit. I really do.
Well, thank you. Another cool project.
Indeed, sir. Indeed.
Thanks, Steve.
Yep.
Bye, guys.